is a question which I'm sure everybody thinks about, and you have to understand this is not something constant. As a person who has mastered, nobody actually can master. A person who's in this process of learning also, you go through a lot of ups and downs. You kind of end up doing things which you know you're not supposed to. You end up needing reminders or needing somebody to guide you, or you yourself need to stop and understand that, okay, what is really happening? What is really happening? Just a second, please. Just a second. So today, I was just talking to somebody, and wait, I don't have anybody in front of me besides Kumud. Jayashree, I can't see your face. Come in the front. Ruchira, can you put your camera on? Jyoti, a lot of people are there. It's good to have a face to talk to.
Hi.
Alka ji, Madhu, yeah, good to see all now.
Hi, Shivani.
Okay, hi. So, what is it? Where is it that we are going wrong? Okay, so please understand there are certain things which you all need to be mindful of. Okay, you all need to take that time to sit down and retrospect and actually sit down and maybe journal that why is it? What are those questions? What is it that is happening that is stopping me from getting what I'm doing, though I'm doing everything possible, supposedly, which I have learned, which I'm reading. Y'all must be, besides me, y'all must be following a whole lot of other people. If you're in this line, I'm sure y'all are following a whole lot of people in Instagram, Facebook, reading books who talk on similar lines. It's all over, right? So what is it that is kind of stopping you? What is it that is, not allowing you to be in that frame where you are just in that vibrational frequency and you can manifest whatever? So basically there are 3 or 4 types of manifestors. What I need you all to do is, you all need to sit down later whenever you all have the time, and you all need to write. I want you all to write. I don't want you all to just think, because when you're writing, the mind is in a different kind of a focus. Okay, try to identify which slot do you fall in. Are you a manic manifester? Are you a pushy manifester? Are you a fearful manifester? Are you a controlling manifester? Are you a judgmental manifester? There are 5 slots. I'll tell you that in detail. So what happens is, you are doing all the right things, okay? But somewhere, yeah, please everybody mute yourself. But somewhere you need to learn to let go. Try to understand. It's very funny, okay? I've been telling you that you need to visualize with a certain kind of precision. When you are doing affirmations, get that emotion, make it as clear as possible. If you're thinking of an apple, visualize the kind of apple that you're talking about. Make a vision board. The more clarity you have on what you want, it is better for manifestation, right? That is what I keep telling everybody on one hand. On the other hand, which is very, very important, I'm telling you that you need to let go. So how do you do that? What do you mean by, so you can ask me that, Shivani ji, at one go, you're talking of such clarity, such discipline, right? Such every day doing certain methods and following certain things. And at one go, you're saying you need to let go. So what do you mean by that? So that is the problem. That is that slight calibration. Like I keep saying, now you need to calibrate your frequency to, or your vibration to that of the universe. Like you are, when you are hearing anything in the radio, you calibrate the frequency to a certain FM, only that time the music comes, right? So what is that calibration? What is that balance where you are actually in the manifestation stage, where you are doing what has to be done, yet you are detached? Okay, so the day one can master that, where you're doing what has to be done, yet you do it with a certain kind of detachment, yet you are doing your methods, but not with that clingy, that clingy or that fearful or that judgmental kind of attitude. That is the time you're actually vibrating in the right way, and the universe will give you back whatever you want. Try to understand, friends. It's a very easy thing, but it's a little complicated that way, because every time you need to be mindful, you need to understand whether you are actually that you're giving out, actually the frequency or the energy or the thoughts or the emotions that you're emitting are those of fear, are those of being extra pushy, are those of being controlling, are those of being extra disciplined. You have to understand that people who are very disciplined, okay, they have this thing that they will do everything like clockwork, and if they can't do it on time, they get a little disturbed or they get a little flustered. They feel that, okay, today I couldn't do this, so what's going to happen, I'm not very sure. Okay, we have people like that. Otherwise, we have people who think that only if they do these things, if they work hard, only then they will manifest. I have to do these 4-5 things, otherwise it will not happen. Then there are those people who are very fearful. You know, they feel scared that maybe if supposing you are thinking of having money, okay, supposing you're thinking that you want that kind of money, do you somewhere feel that if it comes, you won't know how to handle it, or maybe you're not worthy, or maybe you actually do not deserve it? Be it money, be it relationship, be it any kind of simple thing. You know, I'll just give an example about myself. Like, I got a big diamond ring. Okay, I got a big diamond ring. There's a whole story about how I manifested it. But every time I used to stop myself from wearing it, thinking that, maybe it's too big. Maybe, I should not, it'll be as if I'm showing off. Maybe it's too flashy. You get it? When each and every woman who has a ring flaunts it, wears it confidently. Having solitaires for a Marwadi is the most common thing. You know, you wear it with confidence, it belongs to you. Who's there to judge? Who's there to say anything? But I was blocking it. Why? Because I was somewhere feeling that maybe I'm not worthy enough, or maybe I don't deserve it, or maybe, but why? But can you understand? There is such a slight thought, a negative thought which is coming in my mind, but that becomes my block for manifestation. Similarly, you have to understand whatever your wishes are. I'm sure everybody in this group by now has a list of things that they want. They're doing visualization, you all are doing whatever techniques you all want to do, right? But try to understand actually what is it that you're giving out. Are you doing it with a kind of fear? Are you, that's like I say, there are 3-4 type of manifestors, right? One is a manic manifestor. You are doing everything possible, but you're doing in a manic way. Manic is a word which comes from bipolar, people who are either depressed or who are manic. They overdo things. They overdo things a bit too much, okay? So then as a manic manifestor, your duty is to let go. Your duty is to just let go and allow it to happen. For that, there's a very beautiful prayer and affirmation which I would like to share with y'all. I always share it later also. If you want to take a screenshot, y'all can. You just need to have a spiritual surrender, okay? And tell the universe, thank you, universe. I'm ready to step back and let you take the lead. You understand what I'm saying? You tell the universe, thank you, universe. I'm ready to step back and let you take the lead. Then what happens? You calm down, because you have given your action, okay, to the universe. You are trusting. You are trusting, because that is the main factor. When you think you are controlling, when you think you are doing everything, when you think that you have the power, no, you are just doing your duty. You are just doing certain things which you want to do to align yourself or change your vibration. After that, the whole thing is just about trusting the timing of the universe, trusting the way the universe is going to give it to you. Maybe you envisioned it in a certain way, but the universe gives it to you another way. So, the easiest way to let go is to be okay with a plan B too. If your plan A works fine. Otherwise, if there's a plan B which the universe has for you, you are okay with that too. The day you start thinking like that, it will be easier for you to lose that kind of, manic vibration that you are emitting out to the universe, and you will be able to clear that manifestation block. Okay, that was a manic manifestor. I will share this prayer with you all for spiritual surrender. Thank you, universe. I'm ready to step back and let you take the lead. You are kind of believing in a higher power, in a divinity, in your Krishna, in your Hanuman, in your whatever you believe in. And you say, na, ultimately in every religion, everything is about surrender, right? In fact, today I put that post in the morning about surrender, where the girl is saying to the grandmother that you rest. The grandmother's telling her, you rest, right? Why? Because end of the day, surrender is more powerful than action. I really need to put everybody on mute now. Full screen. Never mind. Okay, so basically you need to really surrender. Okay, the second one is the pushy manifester. I want you all to later identify which one you all are. Maybe you all can be two combined. You never know. You're a manic as well as a pushy, as well as a fearful, as well as a judgmental one. You may be a combination of all, and you're thinking that you're doing everything correct. Okay, this is a very important thing that I'm talking about, friends. You'll have to understand. Okay, the pushy one is again the person who feels that if you keep doing things and you keep on working, only then things will manifest. I need to do this. No. So there again, there's a very beautiful prayer which I will share with you all. Universe, I surrender my agendas, timelines, and desires to you. I trust that you are leading me towards solutions of the highest good for all. I'll repeat once more. Universe, I surrender my agendas, timelines, and desires to you. I trust that you are leading me towards solution of the highest good for all. So don't you understand, ultimately, if you talk of any religion, or if you talk of the law of attraction, or you talk of anything, ultimately it is about surrender, and it is about faith, and it is about belief, and it is about patience, and it is about trusting that the God or the universe will do what has to be done. You have to trust the timeline. आपके टाइम के हिसाब से नहीं होगा, उनके टाइम के हिसाब से होगा, और वो जो जानेंगे वो आपसे बेटर जानेंगे. Right? You have to be ready to accept what is given to you. The day you start getting into that frame of acceptance, things will fall better. You will see that things are moving much more quickly. So this block is called the pushy manifester. Okay. And then you have this fearful manifester. At one go, you are doing your positive affirmation, but actually subconsciously you're always scared. You're always fearful of the outcome. You really don't know, okay, whether you will be able to handle it, whether you are worthy enough, whether your negative thoughts, actually the kind of negative thoughts you're having are actually controlling you. So there may be spurts of positive things which you're doing, but overall you're basically a very fearful person. ये आदमी नजर लगा देगा, ज़्यादा किसी को मत बोलो, आपने photograph डाला था इसीलिए आप गिर गए. You know, I have a lot of these fearful people who keep telling me that Shivani ji, you should not post on Facebook so much. You should not do all this. You know, why do you keep on doing all this? Aapko nazar lag jayega. People talk about you. People are jealous. I said, no, I'm not scared. The point is, I'm not scared. I'll lead my life the way I want to. If it gives me joy putting that photograph, I will do it. The day I start letting the other people dictate my actions, that is the time actually I have become a fearful person, right? Because I'm allowing the agendas, the thought process, the opinions of all the others to actually affect me. So you have to understand, actually, are you fearful? Are your actions or even your desires or your manifestations stemming from fear? Why is it that you want that particular thing? Is it because it gives you security, or is it because somewhere you are scared? You have to understand that if your desires are coming from scarcity, from fear, from a negative space, it is better that you don't manifest it. Right? So you all need to, today in the evening, everybody sit down and try to understand, make a list of all the things you want or actually working for all this while, and try to find out what is the agenda behind it. What is the purpose that you need that for? And actually, are you doing it the right way? Or are you one of those pushy, manic, fearful type of a person who's doing it, but in the back of your mind or subconsciously, you are one of these. And then you have these judgmental manifestors, okay? You are every time trying to judge people. Like I always say, whenever I say talk about release work, right? That one of the biggest blocks to manifesting is when you are envious, when you are jealous, when you are trying to compare. So I try to understand, does your manifestation or your desire come from the place of where you want to actually compare, or because you're jealous or because you're envious, you are thinking that you need that thing. So I'm just giving an example. Supposing you have a car, okay, which is running fine, it is good, everything is fine, but your neighbor bought something or your relative bought something. Usually it's the close people. They bought something which is big and flashy, a BMW, a Mercedes, or whatever. That is the time you start feeling that my car is not enough. And then you start praying that, oh my God, I need a car. And you do your visualization and you do your affirmations. And then you say that you make a vision board and then you say, Mera gaadi nahi aa raha hai, it doesn't work. So what is it that prompted you to wish for that car? Was it actually genuine need, or was it just show off, or was it because you were envious and you were comparing? Try to understand this, that the universe understands vibrations. Okay, it doesn't understand anything else. It is just dealing with vibrations. What you vibrate out, it will give you back. So if your wish or a dream is coming out from a source of envy, of jealousy, of judgment, you will not get what you want. And once you start making that list and you start ticking off all those things which are negative, okay, which are coming from the place of negativity or from desires which are needless, you'll realize that your wants are actually very, very small. Ultimately, what you desire is just peace, happiness, love. You will work towards that more and give your energy more to those areas than to trying to manifest things which maybe you actually don't need. And maybe that came from a spot of judgment or comparison. Okay, so these are very subtle things that I'm talking about. See, what I'm talking about are energy shifts, vibrations, very subtle things which you need to sit and journal and understand yourself the most, because you are your own magnet, right? You are the person who's going to do whatever has to be, and the other person cannot do. I cannot eat for my son, right? You have to eat to fill your stomach. You have to think, you have to vibrate in that frequency. Don't let the other people's opinions, judgments, wants kind of dictate your life. That is one very, very big mistake that we all make. And what happens is you keep on doing certain things, and after a point you lose faith. You say, yeah, ये सब बकवास है, कुछ काम नहीं करता है. What is all this? बकवास नहीं है, काम करता है. Point is, you need to be in that place. Why do you say that, you count your blessings? Count your blessings in the morning, make a list of that, because it's actually a very, very simple tool. But once you're doing that, you will realize maybe your wishes have reduced because you start feeling overwhelmed with something which you already have. Right? Count your blessings is a process where you are actually counting something which you already have, mind you. This is not what you wish for. So when you're actually making that list every day, after a point of time, your desires or your manic nature or your pushy nature or the need to do everything and have everything slowly reduces, because what happens is you are shifting into a gratitude mode. You are shifting into a gratitude mode, a gratitude vibration, and that is the time. Click. You are vibrating in the right frequency, the universe is aligned to you, and you get it back. See, it sounds all very simple. Ultimately, the niche was be in a gratitude mode, you will get what you want. But it's not always possible, right? That is why you need to be so mindful every time. You need to be so careful of all your thoughts every time. And especially all of us who are into this manifestation, visualization, we have to be extra careful. Because at one go, we feel we know everything, we are doing what has to be done. And the other go, we have certain major blocks. There are some people, who are just happy-go-lucky. छोटे बच्चे होते हैं, या some people who are little simple, happy-go-lucky. Have you seen how they just get whatever they want? वो लोग बोलते हैं और उनको मिल जाता है. और हम लोग ट्राई करते रहते हैं पर हम लोग को नहीं मिलता है. Why? Because they are vibrating in that place where they have so much trust, faith. It's easy. They have let go. They've asked for something. Like supposing you order something, you go to a restaurant and you order, supposing a souffle or a meal, okay? Will you go and check if the chef is making it or not? Has he put the right ingredient or not? Is the waiter coming or will you go to the kitchen and check that every time? But that is what we do. We ask something to the universe, okay? And then every time we are checking, Arey yaar, itna din ho gaya, today I did this, it not happened. You are micromanaging. You are trying to be a controlling manifester. And what happens when you're trying to control? The universe says, okay, aap hi kar lo. When you're settled, I'll come. Try going to the chef and telling him and trying to dictate. He'll tell you that, okay, fine. When you sit down, then I'll get your order. Before that, I won't. It's the same thing with the cosmic kitchen. You know, there's this word called the cosmic kitchen. Just visualize. Archana ji will be able to know this better. She's a fabulous cook. She'll understand. If all your guests go and try to dictate to you what to cook, you'll tell them you take a walk, I'm not inviting you anymore. Right? It's the same thing with the universe. Or supposing you order something in Amazon and then you keep on tracking and you keep on sending 1,000 messages to Amazon that why hasn't the courier come? Send it through this route and that route. And you know, they'll say, we don't need your order. Right? That's the same thing. You are a manic person. Every time you're tracking, every time you're finding out, अरे भैया order कर दिया, time हो जाए, आ जाएगा. अब last moment तुम panic करोगे, वो तुम्हारा problem है. You get my point? So actually it is like that. It is about just visualizing something, doing something, and then letting it go and trusting the universe that you will get it according to the universe's timeline and you are okay with that option B. Maybe. You have to be okay with that option B. Otherwise, what will happen? You will start thinking that nothing works my way. But maybe when you join your dots later in hindsight, after a few years, maybe you will feel that what actually happened was better than what you had asked for. होता है कि नहीं ये बहुत बार हम लोग के साथ, right? We always think that, okay, we know best, but actually maybe we don't know best. So yes, surrendering is the main thing, but surrendering in such a way that surrender, see, is actually a negative word, right? When you go to the war, you don't win and then you surrender. That is one aspect of surrendering. The other aspect of surrendering is when you surrender to the divine, when you surrender to the higher power, when you surrender to goodness, when you surrender to peace, when you surrender to positive things, when you surrender to an emotion which kind of puts you in a higher plane than something which is low. You know, it's actually, you know, it's very easy to be good. Aapne dekha hai? You feel so much better when you are talking positive things and you're not envious. Whenever there's negativity around, it kind of disturbs you from inside. Human beings, I feel, basically are good. They want to be good. They want to be at peace. It's just that we allow all these external circumstances to kind of, you know, put us in the negative frame. Okay, so I'm going to share those two prayers with you all, the surrender prayers. Thank you, universe. I'm ready to step back and let you lead the way. prayer Okay, it seems it's not happening. I'll share it with you all in the group, okay? So that you all can please learn these prayers. And whenever you feel that you are behaving in that kind of a phase where you are not actually vibrating in the right way, use it. Find out which thing you are in and use it, okay? Universe, I surrender my agendas, timelines, and desires to you. I trust you that you are leading me towards a solution for the highest good. Okay, so and there's another beautiful thing which I wanted to talk to you all about, which I will teach you all in the next class because it will take another 45 minutes. That is something called it is a very beautiful guide. It is called the emotional guidance scale, the emotional guidance scale, in which you can actually find out. See, all the work you have to do. I can just guide you all also. After that, it is up to you how much time you actually give to it. It is called the emotional guidance scale, where you will try to find out which level you are in actually emotionally. Because you have to understand, emotions are actually what you give out. Your thoughts and emotions are the vibrations that are going out to the universe, and you get that back in return, right? The law of attraction is all about vibrations, energy. So this is something called the emotional guidance scale. It was invented by Esther Hicks. I hope everybody knows about Esther Hicks, who uses this whole thing called Abraham Hicks. Through Abraham Hicks, she keeps talking about such things. Her English and her way of explaining is a little complicated in the sense it's very, very educated. So I'll simplify that whole thing and tell you all. But this emotional guidance scale is something which we will work on. But I'm not going to talk about this today, because before that, I want every single person to sit down. We have time till the next session, and find out how actually you behave emotionally. Okay, make a list of all the things or the manifestations or whatever you want, or the basic way you lead your life, and try to understand how is it that actually you're emotionally resonating. Are you joyful? Are you confident? Are you in peace? Are you hopeful? Are you optimistic? Or are you every time bored? Are you skeptical? Are you jealous? Are you scared? Are you fearful? So there's this whole scale, and then we will work how to go up the ladder so that you can reach that place of confidence where you can manifest faster. So you all need to do this homework for me, so that when you all come next and when we are sitting, you know exactly where you fall. So take your time, take these 5, 6, 10 days, whenever you have time, try to observe, okay, how am I behaving? Okay, you are a second person. This is, say, Geeta. Okay, Geeta, you just think, okay, today how am I behaving when this situation is coming? I need to be mindfully just step back. Okay, step back. You are judging yourself, and you are trying to observe how actually are you behaving. Are you scared? Are you pushy? Are you manic? Are you controlling? Are you timid? Or what is it that you're feeling? Okay, and note that down. Take a few days and note this down. I can't tell you, it is such a beautiful exercise to just sit and retrospect and understand your own self, because half the time we actually don't even know our own selves. We don't know what we want or what kind of people we are, and where we are making mistakes. See, there are a lot of people who have everything in life. Generally, I'm saying you're happy, you're content, yet there is more you can do for yourself, for the others, for the community, for the society. Just have a better quality of life, maybe. It never ends, right? So even if you are in that stage where you feel that you don't need it, I would suggest you need it. Because like I keep saying, no, until you die, you have to live. And so let's live in a way which is more fulfilled, better quality of life, more positive, so that maybe you don't need it, but the people around you can take your sunshine. They can bask in that sunshine. You can make them happier. You can, you can add a bit of joy in their lives. So even that can be a very, very big motivation, right? So you need to sit and retrospect, friends. I want everybody to find out, it is not possible that you don't have one of these blocks. Either you're manic, pushy, fearful, judgmental, controlling. Somewhere everybody has a block, and this is not permanent. Okay, you have that block, you work on it, you remove it. Again, maybe after 10 days, you go back to square one. Again, you have to work on it, but you start training your mind. You start understanding that, okay, I've again fallen into that trap. I need to get out. So once you start understanding yourself and your mind, like I have a lot of friends, I keep telling them, okay, I can understand I'm not okay. I need some advice. I need some good words. I can understand my energy is going down. I can understand I'm thinking negative. I'm not in my right frame. I'm not vibrating confidence. I'm not vibrating joy. I need a talk. I either call my mother or my best friend or my husband. I keep talking to him. We keep talking that, no, I need some help right now. I'm falling into that trap. Just give me 2 lines maybe, or just scold me maybe. क्यों चिंता कर रही हो जबरदस्ती का? एक तरफ बोल रही हो कि you believe and एक तरफ बैठ के चिंता कर रही हो. Just one झाड़ is enough sometimes. You know what I mean? So maybe find those buddies. Find those people, like-minded people who understand you. It can be your daughter also, Archana. Maybe you need that. Somebody who will tell you that, okay, you're needlessly overdoing it, because we do. It's human nature. Okay, and especially if you're intelligent and you're thinking and sensitive, you overdo it more. People who are simple, happy-go-lucky, they are master manifestors because they don't interfere with the universe with their logical minds. We do it more because we overthink and we think we know. So that is the time the controlling factor comes in. Okay, so I really wanted everybody to just sit and understand that, number one, प्लीज अगर आप करते करते ये सब करते करते थक गए हो, जस्ट टेक अ ब्रेक. मत करो, कुछ दिन छुट्टी करो. नो एफर्मेशन, नो विजुअलाइजेशन, नो नथिंग. जस्ट अपने मस्ती में रहो. से आई नीड अ ब्रेक. एवरीबडी नीड्स अ ब्रेक. ओके, लेट्स गिव द यूनिवर्स आल्सो अ ब्रेक. जस्ट डोंट डू एनीथिंग, प्लीज. Okay, just for a few days, don't do anything. Stop being so disciplined. Stop being a perfectionist. Stop hankering for things. Don't do anything. Just give a gap. Then you'll come back. Like today, that's the reason I shared that post, that you need to just not do anything. You're tired. Okay, you need to rest. And then you will rejuvenate and come back strong. If you keep on doing things, if you are tired and overworked and overwhelmed, यहाँ पे सपोजिंग आपके घर में गेस्ट आए हुए हैं, कुछ उसमें भी मेरे को एफर्मेशन करना है, ट्रिप में भी मेरे को लिखना है, नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. छोड़ दो एक बार. Take it easy peasy. Be a little light-hearted. That will work better than being somebody who's extra disciplined. I feel very bad for people who are extra disciplined. Actually, they are slaves. They can't help it. OCD people, extra disciplined people. यार क्या फर्क पड़ेगा? How does it matter? Actually, it doesn't matter. Trust me, it doesn't matter. If your house is a little untidy, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. All these things are too tiny, but it takes a lot of our energy. So number one, take a break. Number two, let go. This is the balance that I'm talking about. Everything is about surrender. You make a wish, you say what has to be done, and then you get let go. Uske baad aapka duty khali hai to be in the gratitude mode. So how you will be in the gratitude mode is for you to figure out. Either you count your blessings, or you hear good music, or you dance, or you go for a walk, or you surround yourself with good people. 1,000 things can be done. Just see a beautiful flower and feel so grateful that the world is so beautiful. There are so many little things. So ultimately, all your duty is to be grateful. Okay, and you have told the universe what you want. After that, your duty is over. And if you are doing your visualization, affirmation, everything, do it when you have that energy and you are in the positive state. It should give you joy. Okay, so the best way, a test, the best way to understand whether you're in the right path or not is when you're doing what you're doing. Are you feeling happy or are you feeling tired? Got it? A lot of people say, मेरे को ये चीज नहीं सीखना है, मैं already बहुत कुछ कर रही हूँ. Right? ये और एक नया layer add नहीं करना है. That means अभी आप prepared नहीं हो. Give it a break. मत करो. कोई problem नहीं है. मत करो. जो आपको, तो like I said, the test is, when you are doing certain things, is it making you feel happy or is it making you feel somewhere overwhelmed, troubled, fearful, as if too much is happening, I can't handle it? What is it that it's doing to you? That is your test. So if you feel any of these negative things, even 1%, you have to understand that you are blocking, you are wasting your time and energy needlessly, and you are kidding yourself that I'm doing the right thing. You just stop, take a break, and then again you restart when you are ready. Your mind and your body and your soul, the universe will all tell you that, okay, now I need to do it. मेरे को अच्छा लग रहा था मैं जब कर रही थी तो, So that is one very, very nice test to understand that, okay, I should do it or should not do it. But like I said, friends, if there is anything you want, you need to ask and then let go and trust. It is like ordering to the cosmic kitchen, ordering a courier, just trusting the universe. And in our religion, in any religion for that matter, you know, that the thing is that you need to surrender and you need to be okay with what is coming. But that coming is a later on. And you have to be mindful कि ये जो छोटा चीज आया, maybe it's not what you had thought, but ये कुछ तो आया है ना, right? So all those people who are doing the abundance checks, okay, I don't know what amount you all have written, maybe big amounts, maybe small amounts, but but if you actually go by it, you have to be careful that even a small amount, that supposing you went out and there was a sale and you saved a certain amount of money, okay, a lot of people must have shopped in Black Friday sale. So the money saved is money earned, right? So that is, you immediately have to be thankful. Okay, मैंने abundance check किया, देखो वो काम कर रहा है, मेरा इतना रुपया बच गया आज के तारीख में, ठीक है? आप कहीं गए, मे बी आपको suddenly कोई ने gift दे दिया, which was unexpected. Immediately you have to be grateful. Okay, see, I have attracted abundance. That's how you step by step, you become mindful and you start celebrating. It is not that वो check आपने लिखा है 1 crore, आपको 1 crore ऐसे मिलेगा, नहीं. आप जो दिन वो छोटा छोटा ब्रेकअप्स करके आपको जो मिल रहा है एडिशनल, आप उसके लिए थैंक यू बोलना शुरू करेंगे, माइंडफुल होना शुरू करेंगे, आप देखेंगे अल्टीमेटली वो 1 crore हो जाएगा, मे बी उससे ज्यादा हो जाएगा. You get my point? The same way in life, when you've asked for something, first of all, understand where is it coming from, the need, what is the purpose and the motive. Do you actually need it, or is it coming because it's a requirement of society and because it is coming from greed and comparison? Do you actually need it? Don't waste your time then. Because what is the emotion that you're giving out? It is confusion. It is mixed. Okay, I always keep saying that prosperity is your birthright. Everybody should lead a very, very prosperous, happy life, abundant, full of everything. But the balance is, jo aapko milta hai, you need to share. You need to give back. So everything is a subtle balance, friends. आपके पास है तो आप दे रहे हैं कि नहीं, mind, just watch that. Are you giving back to society? Are you doing for others? Are you taking care of the help in your house? Okay, so these are all the blocks. These are all the blocks which everybody needs to be mindful of and everybody needs to be careful about. And today, like I said, I'm going to talk about in my next class, we're going to discuss that whole scale, emotional guidance scale. But before that, I want everybody to do the homework, take out your pen, paper, journals, and try to understand yourself first, please. Are you falling under any of these categories? And what is your fear? Are you fearful somewhere? And if you are fearful, go a step further. Why are you fearful? क्या हो जाएगा? Okay, just don't write I'm fearful. No. Why are you fearful? What will happen? So just write, think, write. The day you start doing all this, you will ease out so many layers and you will start, becoming very clear. And that is the time the emotion or the thought or the direction or the order that you will give to the universe will be totally clear and it will come back to you. Okay, so this was something which I thought urgently everybody needs to know. Now I just want questions if you all have any. How to change your inner feelings. Meenakshi, you need to start practicing gratitude. So to change your feelings, it's a very simple process. You please start counting your blessings in the morning. Just do 10 every day. Your inner feelings will change. This is guaranteed. Find the positive. It is not possible that you don't have something to be grateful for. It is not possible. Okay, so that is how it's a slow process, but it is a very deep process because it is coming from your subconscious mind. It is making you mindful. So that is how you change your inner feelings, by focusing on the positive and saying thank you, thank you, thank you. When you are writing your count your blessings, जो हम लिखते हैं, you are saying thank you, right? Thank you for keeping me alive. No, there's no direction for Fortuna. They say every god and goddess should always be kept in the northeast, ideally. Yes, of course. How do you cure? What if you know you are fearful, but it does not go away? No, see the fact, Nupur, that you know you are fearful is itself something many people don't know. You're already one ladder up. Okay? Number one, you know. Number two, you are accepting it. Many people do not accept their problems. So first of all, accept, okay, I'm a fearful person. Okay, I accept that I am fearful. But now I trust the universe. I surrender my fear to the universe. I'm willing to let it go and move on. Sometimes you just like being what you are. You're scared of the change. Unconsciously, okay? Not janmudse, unconsciously. So again, like I said, you sit down and you find out what is it that your fears are. Maybe it is something because of your past trauma or because of certain things that have happened in your life, you are fearful. But you have to keep on saying that, okay, I'm ready to move on. So what makes you secure? Focus on that. Supposing you are fearful about relationships, there may be certain relationships which are very, very secure. Focus on that. Say thank you for that. When you are in that gratitude mode and you feel secure about the relationship that you have, you will start changing your vibration. Supposing you are fearful about losing money. Okay, like I always say, go and feed the homeless. Go and see how they are. Then you will realize that you have more money than you actually thought of. And you start feeling grateful for the little that you have. The day you start feeling grateful for the little that you have, you will change your vibration.
Ma'am, please do give us the prayer list for fear also. You know, that's
Absolutely.
so true that fear is
That prayer is
so much
beautiful.
enveloped us. Yeah, so thank you so much. You gave so much of clarity on fear. But yeah, do give us the affirmation or the prayer list for fear.
I'll give you all both. It's just that my share screen today is not working. Anyway, I share
no
on
issues,
WhatsApp.
you know.
Yeah.
In the group, we'll have it from you.
Yeah. What's the correct way to manifest something? Let's say a car. See, among the very basic ways, of course, like I keep saying, you visualize it, you affirm, you visualize that you're actually sitting in that car, okay? And you visualize the color. Maybe when you're visualizing, I always say, now you add the smell, the touch, how you'll feel the feel of the leather maybe, or the color of the car. But then try to understand, like I said today, why do you need the car? Do you actually need it, or are you hankering for it desperately? Oh yeah, somebody sent me a message that, I want to start my new work desperately. So I gave her a long list. I said, why did you use the word desperately? Say excitedly, confidently, joyously. Why desperately? The very easy way to find out how you're thinking is be mindful. Just watch the words that you use. Oh, I love this desperately. I'm dying to do this desperately. Is desperate a good word? No. It has this energy of being overwhelmed, of being too pushy, of trying too much. So you will understand the state of your mind by the words you use. Try to understand and actually note down the words you're using. Are you using words like desperate? Simple word like desperate. I desperately want to do it. That doesn't show passion. There's a negative involved with it. Exciting is good, right? So from now on, please try to find out the words that you're using. You will understand that somewhere you are manifesting wrong things. You are giving out desperation. Supposing you want to lose fat. I desperately want to lose fat. I desperately want to lose weight. What is it that you're giving out to the universe? Desperation. The universe will make you fatter and fatter. Trust me, you will not lose weight. So what is the first step? You will look in the mirror and tell yourself that, Meenakshi, I love you. You're so beautiful. Thank you, God, for giving me this body. Thank you for what I have already. I just love myself. The day you start loving yourself for the way you actually are and start finding beauty, maybe in your eyes, maybe in your skin, maybe in your cuddles, maybe in your curves, I don't care. Find those things. You shift that vibration, you'll start losing weight. Have you understood the trick? You cannot be desperate, or you cannot keep hankering. The moot word is hankering, desperation. Harbadi. Jitta harbadi karoge, utta late hoga. First is just surrendering and accepting. Surrender that, okay, this is me and I love myself the way I am. I would love it if I had a very good figure. Who doesn't? but I am very confident and happy with the way I am. And that is the energy that you're vibrating. That is the time you will start manifesting, because you are a manifest. That was a block that you had, manic, pushy, everything together, plus fearful, because maybe you're hounded by the people. What will people say if I'm not looking good? You're not feeling good from inside. Don't make it such a big deal. It's okay. Yeah, so Aman, you sit and first of all find out which is your block. Today I spoke about 4-5 blocks, right? Whether you're too pushy, whether you're manic, whether you're fearful, whether you're judgmental. Are you judgmental? Try to find out. If you are judgmental, you will not get your car. Got my point? So instead of, like you said, you've been doing what has to be said, as in the visualization and the affirmation. It's not working because somewhere you have a block. Somewhere you have a block. Okay. So I think I've spoken 45 minutes and I'll share the prayers with you. Okay, not judgmental is very good, but I want you to sit in retrospect and find out what is it that's blocking you. Are you is it fear-based? Is it manic? Is it pushy? What is it? They has to controlling. What is it? Try to go a little deeper, retrospect. And then I said in the next session, we're going to do that emotional guidance thing, which will help you all better to understand yourself. Okay. So I think we've done with the questions. Anything else?
Can I say something, Shivani?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. So thank you so much. And yeah, as you say that, you go through different phases in your life and you hear different gurus, and I always believe that you do pick up something, from everyone. And from you, I have picked up of the journey of gratitude. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
My morning, I thank everyone, even my servants, even my driver, for making my life easy, for, small little things and all. And about, I think what you said just now about this whole session. So I'll just give one example. Maybe you can suggest whether it is right or this thing. Like I have a lot of properties which I want to now dispose, sell off or rent out or whatever it is. And it's not happening, but I pray every day. And I tell the universe that, get me the money which will be happy and healthy for me. So I'm not pushing. I'm not desperate. I'm not like if somebody has come to see, I'm not desperate. Ki to hoi jaye, hoi jaye, hoi jaye. I feel when the right time will come, when the right money will come for me.
Absolutely. So it will happen when it's the right time, when you actually, the universe feels that it is there for you, it is going to happen. Undoubtedly. There's no doubt about it. You've sent your intentions, you've told it is going to be happy money. It is going to be clean money. It is going to be something which gives you, fulfills you. Absolutely. Right. That is a very beautiful way to go about it. And for those who attended yesterday's Sufi, I realized, the thing that I thought I'd write on it. Everything is so simple when you're in love. Wo chhap tilak, chhin li, what is that song? Chhap tilak, chin li, mohe, naina milaike, right? So I was just thinking that when somebody is in love, it doesn't matter whether you're Hindu, Muslim, poor, rich, nothing. Love is blind. It's so beautiful, right? Actually, when you're in love, nothing matters. The Sufis say, poets knew it when we see our children, when they're loved, they become crazy. Nothing matters to them, right? So isn't it so beautiful if you could just hang on to that emotion of love and gratitude? Life is so simple. वो नाच ही रहे हैं, बने डिवोशन में नाच रहे हैं सूफी सेंट्स, और कोई प्यार में पागल है. प्यार में पागल बोलते हैं ना, because you lose your logical mind, right? It's so beautiful actually to be like that. If we can be like that, where we don't do bhed bhav, where nothing matters, you're just in that state of heightened, a kind of vibration. If we can just get to that, I think everything is sorted.
Shivani, there is just one question. Like, you are interacting with so many people. Tell me, all those things become a little easier when you age? Do you think it's a little easier, and it is a little difficult for the younger people because they are building their life and They
No,
need
I
much
feel
more.
no, I really admire the younger generation. I think they're very intelligent and more mindful and more research based and more open minded than all the older people. The older people लोग को थोड़ा ज्ञान का घमंड ज्यादा होता है. They feel they know too much. They are stuck up by religion and all the things that their grandmothers or people said. I have a great admiration for the new generation. I feel if you can actually explain to them and give them reason, they are more fluid than all of us put together. They are more fluid, they are master manifestors, they have a better quality of life thinking because they are ready. They are more open-minded than all the older generation who are very stuck because they all have this problem of thinking they know too much or they haven't been exposed or we haven't been told. And of course, the day you start letting go and accepting, but I feel you can learn a lot from the new generation. I really admire them. So I just feel that they need solid reasoning. आप उनको खाली ये बोल दो कि ये कर लो तो वो नहीं करेंगे. आप अगर उनको समझाएंगे कि ये करो इसका रीजन ये है तो I think they will take it up much faster than you trying to explain to a middle-aged woman who thinks she knows everything. You get my point?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Definitely,
I have
agree.
great
agree.
respect for the young people. I just love them. I love being with them and I really admire them and I always try to learn a lot from them.
They are more sorted out, I think.
They just talk, you need to explain to them. They're intelligent, right? And they never just talk out of their hat. They have their research in place. They know how to talk. They're wiser also in many ways. Half the time, the younger generation is taking care of the older generation. वो लोग बोलते हैं ना चिल मारो, they're leading their life. Actually realize हम लोग तो खाली सेव करके सोच के फ्यूचर के बारे में बुड्ढे हो गए. They are having a good time in life. They are the wiser ones, intelligent ones. So it's all about balance, of course. You have to maintain balance. But no, I feel the younger generation is like really good. Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, tell me.
शिवाली जी, मैं नीलिमा जयपुर से.
Yes,
मेरे
Nilima.
वही सेम टाइम पे कोई गेस्ट आ गए और मेरा पूरा सेशन मिस हो गया.
मैं रिकॉर्डिंग दे रही हूँ, don't worry. I'm going to share the recording right now. Anyway, it's on Facebook Live also. I want everybody to go through this. It's all there. Don't worry at all.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Okay.
God bless.
Thank you, everybody.
Today.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. I have a question. It's unrelated to the topic, but it's about the crystals. So we talked about bracelets, but if you have crystals in the form of those pebbles or something, how do you use them? Just hold them in your hand and then make an affirmation. How do you use those?
The pebbles you're talking about?
Yeah.
Things like these.
Yes.
Yeah. So this is a rose quartz pebble, right? So basically the same thing. You're going to put it here in your arm, in your between. You're going to wash it and do the same process as you do it. And then you put it in your bedside or put it behind on the photograph, like I have a very nice rose quartz heart with the photograph of my family with that intention that there's so much unconditional love. So you can put it by your bedside with the photograph anywhere. So the process is the same. You're not wearing it, but you're placing it where. Like many children, like many boys obviously don't want to wear bracelets, right? So I keep telling the mothers, get pebbles, get other forms of crystal. It doesn't matter.
And can you keep it under your pillow if you're...
Yeah. Like the amethyst pebble, like I said, now you keep it here, so that you give clarity of thought. You can sleep and it will kind of give you that clarity of thought, and take you in the spiritual path. So yeah, you can. You can use it on a body. You can put it under your pillow thinking that, okay, fine, today this intention has been set. I have put it there and it is going to work for me. It is already working.
Which is a good crystal for focus. Like, sometimes I have these thoughts that I want to do this.
Amethyst. Absolutely. Get a good quality amethyst and make it your soulmate.
Okay. Thank you.
Trust me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I have a very beautiful amethyst bracelet which I got from Bangkok. Which costs around 4,000-5,000. Okay, but the quality of the amethyst and the size, it's so beautiful. And anyway, I'm in this path, right? So for me, it is a must. And knowing you also, Geeta, just go for the amethyst. Get a good one. When you go abroad, go to Bangkok, go to the places where you get genuine crystals, spend that kind of money, it'll be worth it.
Because like I just explained, like, I've been wanting to try watercolor paintings. I've collected all the art materials, the best paints, the everything. But something is blocking me from starting, because what happens when I see, posts of people painting, so beautifully, and something is stopping that, this they are doing, really beautiful
ठीक है, आप एक काम करेंगे, आप first painting बना के मेरे को courier करेंगे.
Okay. All right, I'll do that.
So what is the time frame? Tell me.
Okay, in a week's time.
Done.
Week's time.
You've started.
I'll do.
I'm waiting. एक week बाद मेरे को आपका painting चाहिए.
Sure, I'll do that.
That's simple. Simple. You have my address already, so I'm waiting for your painting. That is going to be the birthday gift, actually, 50th birthday gift. Okay.
I'll do that. Thank you.
Aditi, you wanted the. Okay, I'll share that list. I'll share her name, Vandita, but she's based in
Shivani,
Kolkata.
a quick question, Shivani, if possible.
Mm-hmm.
So, when we are in a low life state, when we jobless, when we don't have something, then, it becomes a little difficult to feel the gratitude about things. It could be with anyone, me or anyone. So in that life state, what or how can we really try to manifest things and really try to work on
First, don't
action?
manifest. Aman, just leave the thing. The
Okay.
first sentence was that it is very difficult to be in the gratitude state, right? So you will not manifest if you're not in the gratitude state. So the
True.
basic thing is that aapko, or necessarily, ek bar you make a list of literally 21 things you can be grateful for, minimum 21 days. Aap mere ko bhejiye.
Mhm.
अच्छा मेरे
No,
को
I
मत
mean, it could
भेजिए,
be,
आप लिखिए.
it's a guidance. I mean, let's say somebody I know is jobless and I want to guide them, and who's in a very bad and they're not attracting any money.
Yeah, that's what I said. Now, first you need to change your frequency or your vibration, whoever it is. Okay. So
Right.
in order to do that, the first basic step is to start feeling grateful, and that becomes difficult when the situation is not so encouraging. So that is the time you need to actually find out things you can be grateful for. You have to understand this thing is so simple, but actually you are kind of condition your subconscious mind and you're changing the
Very true.
vibration and frequency. So that is why I'm saying you need to find things you can be grateful for, and then you shift your frequency, and then you talk of manifestation or visualization, then it'll work. Otherwise it'll not. You are in the same circle, you're stuck there in that vortex. You will not be able to come out. That is the problem. And it has to be sustained.
I'm aware of that, and
Not whoever is it has to be a certain period. That's why minimum 21 days bolte hai na, it takes to form a brand new neuron pattern when we did the mind hacks, and it's a fact also. So 21 days tak aap gratitude practice karenge ya mindfully us mode mein rahenge, uske baad aage kuch ho sakta hai. So that is the basic thing one needs to do. I know it sounds too basic, but can't be helped.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Auntie, Kritika here. Neha.
Yeah, Neha.
How are you?
Very good.
There are two things actually. Very quickly, there was a lovely lady speaking right now about a property thing. Just wanted to say, not use the word dispose. I work in the property field.
Absolutely. I thought of it and I forgot to toko her that don't use the word dispose. In fact, you should be so grateful for that property, and you should thank the property. And absolutely, Neha, you've just got it. Words like dispose, you're saying one thing, but actually you're thinking another thing. So the way to actually gauge yourself is to see the words that you're using. You are excited about your painting. Like this lady, she's desperate to start a new thing. She was telling me from America, she sent a message, I'm desperate to start something. I told her 40 other words with exciting, confident, overjoyed, enthused, but not desperate, because desperate is somewhere you're reflecting your state of mind, which is desperation, right? Same way, dispose. You absolutely hit it on the nail, Neha. Kumud, I hope you heard that. Anyway, I hope she hears it, or we'll have to tell her
yes,
again.
I'm there. Tell me.
Okay, so the word not to use is dispose.
Yeah.
Hi, Shivani, Aditi. It's late night here. Picking up from where Aman mentioned just a minute back, when he is feeling about this person who doesn't have a job, and in those situations, and another lady mentioned fear. So there is a bit of a climate of anxiety worldwide, whether it's the cost of living here in Australia, or whether it's Russia, Ukraine, whether it's climate change, whether parts of the Middle East are burning, or Africa is in trouble, or Europe is imploding. Thoda sa dar ka climate hai. And so what, I mean, you have to plant a seed of gratitude in that. I'm picking up on what Aman is saying. It needs some sort of an effort to be able to water that seed every day and take care of it.
Of course. It takes a lot of effort, not little bit. In fact, right now in the state we are in, you've described the entire scenario, right? The point is it takes a lot of effort. But another thing also is actually you have to find out, is that thing really impacting you? The Ukraine war, maybe. Okay.
If 200 cross kar gaya hai petrol, the cost of living is hitting us.
Correct. I know people don't have gas in Europe. They're not switching on the lights. I agree. But then you just think, go to the news or go and just check out those soldiers or the people in Russia who have lost their lives, or those people in Ukraine who are homeless or who are just, refugees. They will come back feeling grateful that chalo yaar, itna rupya lag raha hai, par available to hai. So every time you have to find your own parameter, your own comparisons for you to go back. Because, and you have to keep on saying that, okay, this is not a permanent thing. Nothing is permanent in life. So as soon as you start understanding that nothing is permanent in life, things change and it will change for the better, your fear starts reducing. Okay? Because you have to keep on reminding yourself. And yeah, it is not easy. If it were easy, तब तो problem ही क्या था? इतना बड़ा lecture, इतने life coach, इतना Zoom sessions, कुछ भी नहीं चाहिए था. Like I keep saying, I need that jhad, I need those people to keep telling me, जबकि मैं सिखाती हूँ, पढ़ती हूँ, कितना कुछ करती हूँ, just to be in that frame of mind. This is never ending. And considering the scenario right now, I get it. But Aditi, there's no other way out.
So what I did was to consciously exercise gratitude. I took this large glass vase and colored post-its. Ki aaj what is the one thing I'm thankful for? So wo parchiyan bharo, usme dalo. So if I have a different color, my children have a different color, and the jar kind of fills up by the end of the year. You see the small things that you're thankful for, and sort of gives you a visual representation of as the jar fills.
And one more thing, instead of making a vision board, please make a gratitude board. In fact, in my session earlier, I'll have to do this again, uska recording itna acha nahi tha. People don't make gratitude boards. Make a gratitude board and just paste it right here in front, in your room, in your house, everywhere. In fact, I'll send you a picture of a very beautiful gratitude board visually, like you were talking about visual representation, and put it there, because it will always align you back, because it's not always possible to sit and write. Okay, so make a gratitude board. We need it the most right now.
Yeah, I'm even happy going to the supermarket when I see all the stuff. I'm like, what abundance! I'm happy even to see the vegetables in the shop.
Absolutely. By the way, Kritika, Neha is also in Australia. You all can connect.
Hi, I'm in Melbourne. Are you in Melbourne?
Tassie, Tasmania, 1 hour down.
Okay. We'll have some good sunlight. That's something to be grateful for. We don't get a lot of that of late, but
I will connect with you.
Yeah. Sure. So all the positive people, why I'm telling all to connect? Because if you have a group of like-minded people, you can, like, you have this, you have the support groups, the alcohol support groups. वैसे हम लोग का gratitude support group है. Okay? When a person is down, like Neha immediately spoke about dispose, whether she'll tell you, okay, so get those people, make those groups. That is why I always say group energies are very, very powerful. Why do people meditate in group? Why do you have group meditations? Why is it that the energy is so different and vibrant that time? Just imagine if we were all together right now, 60 of us physically. Just how, imagine that energy, right? This is Zoom. I'm very, very grateful to Zoom. So yeah, connect with each other, connect with the right people, and slowly it'll go away. Aditi, nothing is permanent. ठीक हो जाएगा.
Auntie, I need a scolding from you though. I'm in a very happy state right now. Everything is going beautifully. I'm coming to India next week and I'm more fearful than I've ever been. It's overwhelming.
You're fearful?
Yeah, I'll be at that wedding reception with 400 people.
Your fear is happiness based. Let it be. Doesn't matter.
My boyfriend will get overwhelmed. He has no idea of our culture.
नहीं, अब तुम बेकार में उसके बारे में क्यों सोच रही हो यार? Let him think he's an intelligent guy. Don't become a person who is carrying his don't become a truck to carry emotional garbage. Not necessary. Let him be. Yeah, let him be and you be. He'll handle it very well. Trust me. Don't even bother so much.
I know he's not bothered. I'm the one.
Then why are you bothered needlessly? ये overthinking. इसी को बोलते हैं.
हाँ, overthinking बहुत ज़्यादा. And crowds में होना इतने लोगों के सामने.
You already know the answer, Neha. You know what you need.
I know. I'm just trying to push myself.
Do release work. लिखो एक दो बार release work करो.
Just the fearfulness.
And it's going to be a beautiful experience. Everybody is so excited.
I know, I'm excited too. Partly that as well.
Yeah. So don't bother about him. He's an adult. He'll handle it. तुम इतना माथा मत लगाओ. Don't take responsibility for your family. Yeah? Nobody can. We have all kind of weirdos in every family. Don't feel responsible for them. They are what they are. The way you accept them, he has to accept them too. Simple.
Yeah. That is true. And
half the problem gets solved. And I'm sure he knows what India is all about. He'll find it better than what he expects.
I think so.
Yeah. So I think we've covered everything. And today I want you all to sit and journal and retrospect a bit, understand where everything is coming from. And the next session, I'm going to teach you all that, that guidance thing, the chart, so that you all can refer to it whenever and understand which scale you all in and go back to that. Go back to gratitude and positivity. Okay. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you so much.
And I'll share
this.
It was a
lovely session. Lovely. Thank you.
Thank you, Shivani.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.